Stitches with Charly Feathers. This is episode 11 and welcome to Calm Marth. We're in a beautiful bit of nature again today and I'm so glad. I've been watching the weather forecast and just hoping that we'd be able to get out and record again soon, because this is where I would rather record, out in nature, because I'm just surrounded by so much beauty and I want to share it with you all. So yeah, today we're at Calm Marth, which is a hill. I think it's about 300 metres above the sea level, and it's not far from where I live, and it's a really beautiful spot. It was a quarry for mining granite. If people don't know, then Cornwall historically was really infamous for its mining, like mining tin and all other kinds of special minerals, and they were historically famous, Cornish people, for being knowledgeable about mining and then going all over the world and sharing their mining expertise. But here in particular is quite interesting because I think it was opened in the 1800s to mine granite, and they used the granite to build the houses in the Victorian age and the public buildings in Redruth, which is the town nearest here, an old mining town. And I think it closed, well, because I read a bit about it the last few days. It didn't close that long ago. I can't remember off the top of my head when, but it wasn't that long ago, and it was handed over to, I think it was an organisation, and the quarry is now an amphitheatre, and they do actually have events on here in the summer. I've never actually been to one, but I would like to in the future. So like theatre productions and things like that. They do have some children's theatre on here, so I would like to bring my girls. But yeah, what's really special about it is I will take some pictures and add them in at the end, but there's a really nice little spot down there with water in the quarry, but there's someone fishing down there annoyingly, so I didn't want to sit and disturb them because they looked like they were having a quiet moment. And you get lots of birds of prey around here, songbirds, loads of them. It's just a really pretty spot, and all around it's like a really lovely 360-degree view of just gorgeousness, you know, Cornish farmland, green space. You can see Stithians Lake over in that direction. Oh, it's just stunning. So yeah, I'll take some pictures and I will include them at the end so you can get a bit more of an idea of what the area is like. It's a little bit windy today, but it's sunny, so that's a good thing. No rain, and it isn't super windy, it's just a bit windy. And I did try and get the microphone sorted on my iPad this morning, but I just couldn't get it sorted. So I have got the tripod, however, but it's not that stable in the wind, so if it moves a bit, that's why. Sorry about that if you get motion sickness. But I've got my flask of tea. I've got my really lovely bag, which my friend bought me for my birthday. I carried all my stuff up in, so that's nice. There's a few annoying dog walkers around here. Sorry if you're a dog person. I mean, I love all animals, but I find dogs a bit annoying. Like, they come up and lick you and jump on you and stuff like that. And their owners, they shout them all the time and they disturb the silence. So that's why I say annoying dog walkers. I don't mean anything like malicious or nasty about it. I just want to get out and have some peace and quiet, and you're disturbing that. So yeah. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to so many of you. You were so graciously kind about my last video. So many of you left lovely comments and sent me messages on Instagram or on WhatsApp, and yeah, gave me support and encouragement and just checking in that I was okay, and I was so grateful for that. I'm feeling so much better about the whole thing, like a month on. Yeah, so thank you to so many of you, and I've had quite a few new subscribers to the channel, which is really nice, and I think that's because of all the lovely shout outs that people have given me, so I just wanted to mention those. The two Sallys, so Flossie Sews and Grows, Thank you, Sally. You gave me a gorgeous shout out, as did Stitchy Sally. Lovely ladies, thank you so much. Lauren from Cross Stitch Bunny, love your channel as well. And thought someone was coming now. Love your channel as well. And yeah, you gave me such a gorgeous shout out, and I was so grateful to you for that. You said some really lovely things about me. Crafty Yams, she released a new Flosstube I think a couple of days ago, and again mentioned me. And the last person is Stitchy Rach, which is a new channel to me. I've only watched one of her videos so far, the latest one where she mentioned me, but I really enjoyed it. She's got some really lovely projects, some of which I've not seen before. So yeah, if you're not watching some of them channels, then go over and check them out. I know Stitchy Sally has been trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, which she achieved, so well done, Sally. And the other Sally, Flossie Sews and Grows Sally, she's trying to get to 500, so she wins a bottle of Prosecco, because she's got a not a dare, what's it called? Like a race to 500 followers with one of her friends, and the first one to get to it gets a bottle of Prosecco from the other one. So yeah, go and support them. Another thank you to those of you that supported my recent sale of my floss drops, because since I last recorded, I've become completely obsessed with making floss drops. It's like taking over my life, and I did run out of tags to make some more, and when I went to the range they didn't have any. I was a bit distraught about that, but then I went to the other range in another part of Cornwall and got like 4 or 5 packs, so I'm stocked up for now to make my own personal floss drops and friends, which I make with decorative paper. But I did a recent floss drop sale of my jelly printed and hand doodled floss drops, and I think I had that sale last weekend. I think it was last Sunday actually, and yeah, I sold out of them like really quickly, and I was really surprised because I was feeling a bit nervous about the sale. So yeah, the floss drops are quite similar to my bookmarks in the fact that they're all unique prints. They're all hand printed by me with acrylic paints, and then you know, I prepare them and cut the holes into them and stick them onto stiffer cardboard and get them onto the floss rings, put stickers on the back, and I hand doodle on them. So yeah, I'm preparing another jelly printing session, and I'm going to make some more. So if you're interested in those, then just keep an eye on my Instagram. I'm at Charly Feathers over there. I feel like the camera's wobbling a lot. I'm really sorry about that. Oh, I can't tell you how nice it is to be out in nature. The weather's been so rubbish for like months, it feels like, since I last recorded out in nature really. I mean, we've had the odd sunny day here or there, but on the whole it's been pretty windy and wet. Yeah, I'm not getting out. Sorry about that, it's just the wind pushing the tripod a bit. Okay. I've lost one of the screws on the tripod, so it twists. I think it's twisting a bit if the wind catches it. What was I saying? Yeah, so I've not been getting out as much in nature as I'd like to. There's been the odd sunny day here or there, but on the whole it's been wet and windy, and that really affects my mood. And I don't know if that was what was, you know, upsetting me a bit as well in the last, you know, my last video and things. It's just, it gets a bit depressing, doesn't it, when you just can't get out and do things that you love as much, because it's just a bit of an ordeal with both the girls, like getting them in all their waterproofs, and then they're cold and unhappy and they don't want to be outside for as long. So yeah, I just can't tell you how lovely it is to be outside. Maybe we can just listen together just for a minute and just listen to the world around us when there's not all this chaotic noise. Maybe that's a nice thing to do. It's lovely, isn't it? waffle on about nature, and it's 10 minutes in, so let's get going with the stitching. Right, got quite a few finished objects to show you. Oh, I'm missing one of them, here it is. So let's start with the pillows for Valentine's Day, and here they are. So these are both from the Love Notes collection from Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. And this one is called Cupid's Cup, and this one I think is called Hearts and Kisses. So I used fancy flosses and DMC on this one. Sorry if you can hear that dog barking. And yeah, stitched it together as a pillow, stuffed it with kapok fibre, which is what I always use. I've got this really lovely material on the back which I bought from the scrap bin at my local sewing shop in Redruth actually. They sell scraps of fabric like offcuts, £1 a piece, or you can get 10 for £5, but I normally get 10 pieces for £5, but I resisted this time and just got one piece for £1 and used that for both of these pillows. I sewed on a little flower that I found in my craft drawer that was a gift from my friend Marion ages ago when she was de-stashing some of her stuff. And yeah, I love how this turned out. The other one's finished exactly the same, but I used the cottage garden threads La Bouton, which translated as the button when I googled it and Google Translate. So I thought it appropriate to stitch a little button there, which I had in my stash. I had 2 packs of these, which I'd got originally for a knitted cardigan, but I never ended up finishing the cardigan, so I've just been using them on various projects. That's finished exactly the same. And I got the Bouton from the Patchwork Rabbit Advent calendar this year. And then I read the instructions on the pattern for how to sew on rickrack, and they said to sew it on by hand. So I did this a bit intuitively. I don't know if I've done it right, but I just stitched it from the back, and it looks great from the front, so yeah, I'm quite happy with those. I'm going to put things back in my bag as I go, otherwise I'm going to get all discombobulated. Okay, the next finish is one that was close to a finish at the end of the last video. Forest Queen by Barbara Anna. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful? Absolutely stunning. I used all the call for DMC, and this is stitched on a 32 count Zweigart in what's it called? Vintage wood, I think this one's called. It's got really lovely mottling on it. This is a new start and a finish since I last spoke to you. This is Happy Snail, which is a freebie by Durene Jones. Oh, loved stitching this one. I used Call for DMC, but the ones I didn't have, I just pulled from stash, like what I thought was appropriate. And I've used a 28 count fabric flare in, I think it's called Wolf, this one, the Wolf colourway. Not quite sure how I'm going to finish that one yet. I might finish it into a project bag actually. And the last 2 finishes I've got are also freebies. These 2. I hope that's showing up okay. And these are the monthly freebie stitch alongs by Stitching Cabin, who also has a lovely Flosstube. If you're not watching her, and she's a cross stitch designer, she stitches some beautiful things. So I used the called for DMC, apart from I switched out one of the blues for another Patchwork Rabbit Advent cottage garden threads called La Belle, that's it. And I've hot glued these onto some mount board that I got from the range with a little bit of batting to just give it a bit of layering in a bit of cushion. And that's February's. Just checking I'm showing you the right ones. And again, I used all the called for except I changed out one of the blues for... No, I think I changed out 2 of the blues actually, because I was determined to use Labelle from Cottage Garden Threads, and it clashed a bit with one of the other blues, like it wasn't showing up as well. So I just picked another darker blue from my stash. If you want to know what colours I use, then just message me. And again, finished in the same way. And my plan is to stick magnets on the back of these, and I'm going to have them on a magnetic tin that my friend Caro's actually gifted to me. So they're going to have magnets on the back, so I can stick it onto the tin each month, and then I can store the rest of them when they're finished inside the tin. So yeah, go and check them out. They're freebies on the Stitching Cabin's website. And I forgot to tell you what I stitched these on, didn't I? I stitched these on 32 count Zweigart, and it's the mint splash, so the white with the mint, and then the mint splash with the white dots. And my plan is to carry on stitching with the mint splashes in the different colours, like they do a pink one, and I think they do a basalt one. So I'm going to keep swapping them out for the seasons. So maybe for spring I will use the pink splash. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with those and how they've turned out. So they're my finishes. I'm just going to pour a bit more tea because I am getting a bit chilly sat here actually. I have got my coat, but it's popping up the tripod, so we'll just soldier on. I was roasting when I got up the hill. I had to take my big coat off because it's quite a walk up that hill. Got my heart pumping, which is nice, and I was absolutely roasting. But now I've sat down for 20 minutes and I've been cool again, but the tea will keep me warm. God, it's so rejuvenating being out here. Thought I'd bring my Songbirdie mug with me today. Well, that's planned, so I don't want to show you that yet. Okay, the first whip. I've been working on this a lot. I've been reaching for it an awful lot. I'm really enjoying it. It's Forest Queen, which is... Oh, I don't want to flash the pattern. Oh, my scissors are stuck. This is a collaboration between Nitka Moscow and Barbara. This is what it's going to look like. So this is from the Do Not Miss a Miss kit. There's three patterns in this kit. There's Miss Coffee, this one. There's Miss Scissors, which I started both of these with Yasmin's Made with Love. So we started this one, Miss Coffee, for Yasmin's birthday last October. We started Miss Scissors for my birthday in January, and then there's one more, Miss Tea, which I haven't started yet. I'll probably start it when I finish one of these. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this, and I've been reaching for it an awful lot. It's just really lovely to stitch. And this is where I've got up to. I love stitching these donuts and this coffee grinder and the beans, and I've just started filling in around here this big lilac background, and I love this lilac colour. And I've started stitching the leaves and the berries going around here. Oh, it's just so lovely to stitch on. I love this fabric. And since I got my new needle from Lakeside Needlecraft, which Lauren Cross Stitch Bunny recommended to me, hi Lauren, she recommended these needles to me for linen, and they're from Lakeside. They're called Easy Guide. I think they're just called Easy Guide needles, but they're $1.99 a needle, which is a bit pricey. And I nearly lost one yesterday in the hedgerow when I took a picture of Miss Coffee, and I was like, I'm so glad I didn't lose it, because I'd have been really grumpy, because it's the only one I've got. I want to go back and order more. And I did recommend them to Stitchy Squirrels on Instagram the other day, Kim. Hi Kim. And I noticed they've gone up to £2.9 now, which is a bit of a bummer. But I'm definitely going to buy some more. So yeah, since I bought those needles, I'm really enjoying using them. And another Instagram friend, Sarah, hi Sarah, she said that they're really good on all fabrics, so I'm going to try them on even weave as well and see how I get on. But it just makes me want to buy more of those needles. I will show them because I've got them in the project bag in a minute. But they come in a little tube, so when you're not using it you can put it back in the tube so you don't lose them, and then you can use them across multiple projects. So it's okay just to have one, but I'd quite like to have a couple more and in different sizes as well. So yeah, that's on my wish list at the moment. But since I got those needles, I feel like, because it's got a little rounded tip, it's just really easy to stitch with, and I think my stitching's got a bit quicker with it actually. So yeah, it's been really nice to stitch on this linen with it. So yeah, Miss Coffee, so that's whip number 1. Okay, whip number 2. This is a new start since I last saw you. It's using these gorgeous fancy flosses. So we've got the Gentle Art Cinnamon, the Gentle Art Adobe, the Gentle Art Forest Glade, Weeks Dye Works Gunmetal, Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof, Gentle Arts Maple Syrup, and I've substituted this one. I'm using Gold Leaf from the Gentle Art, which I've used a few times already. I got this from the Patchwork Rabbit Advent Calendar as well. I'm making good use of that calendar. I definitely want to do it again this Christmas. It's so nice having a variety of fancy flosses to use. Oh, and I forgot to mention, going back to Louboutin, that cottage garden thread, if you want to buy it, they have got those cottage garden threads in stock at Patchwork Rabbit. I did notice Louboutin's out of stock at the moment, but I'm sure they'll get it back in stock. But I want to buy another one because I gave mine away to someone when they won the giveaway. So I'm definitely going to buy some more Louboutin. I love that thread. And they might also have it on Poppy Patch, because you can get, oh, it's a bit dangerous this, I don't know if I should mention it. But Poppy Patch do a cottage garden thread subscription. Yeah, monthly subscription. So I think you get 5 flosses from them a month. It's a bit dangerous. I keep like forgetting about that because I'm like, I don't want to subscribe to it because I really want the Tom and Lily one eventually. That would be a bit dangerous if you got the monthly thread subscription from Tom and Lily and from Cottage Garden. I don't think I'd ever want to stitch with DMC ever again. So yeah, it called for Grecian gold, but I didn't need to order anything else, so I just used what I had in stash, and I had gold leaf, so I thought it's a gold, I'll just go with that. And this is called, I haven't got a colour picture for this. I'll show you what I've got now, and then I'll include a picture later when I edit. But this is called Marion the Librarian, and it's by La-Di-Da. I saw this on Cynthia Brew's channel, absolutely fell in love with it. Sorry if you can hear that, there's some people walking behind me. We'll carry on, hopefully they won't come up here. Yeah, I saw this on Cynthia Brew's channel, fell in love with it, couldn't find the PDF anywhere, the print copy was out of stock everywhere. So I actually I emailed La-Di-Da, and I asked her about it, and she said that's fine, send me a payment through PayPal and I'll send you a PDF copy. So that was really great. So I paid her, I think it was like $8 or something, $10, and she sent it to me. So that was fabulous. So if you want it, then email La-Di-Da, she'll send it through to you. And the reason I started this is because it required a 36 count. Now when I kitted this up a while ago, I thought, oh, it's fine, I've got no 36 count in stock, I'll just stitch it on 32 count and it'll be a bit bigger, I'm fine with that. But then Sarah, who I mentioned before, so it's cross stitch without the O in cross, so CR_SS_Sarah, I think. No, I don't know. I'm useless at this. I'll put her in the down bar. But she was having a fabric de-stash on Instagram. She's become a very close friend. We talk a lot, and I'll talk about her a bit in a minute. But Sarah had a de-stash, and she was selling this most gorgeous fabric, and one of them was a hand-dyed 36 count latte. She said it was from originally originally from someone who used to sell hand-dyed fabrics on Instagram, but they're not currently selling, so she's not been able to find anymore. So because I got this from Sarah, I thought, right, that's perfect for Marion the librarian, and I'll start it. So let's hold something behind here because it's so dinky. This is my first time stitching on 36 count. Have I got that the right way? Yeah. But I really love it, and I can stitch on this in daylight and under my daylight bulb in the evening. It's fine. But isn't she gorgeous? I'm loving this gold dress. So in the pattern, these spots are negative space and they're left like that, but I don't really like that. I'm going to fill it in with some white floss. I think it will look nicer. So yeah, I've only started a bit of the dress. I've got a bird here and I'm going to work up towards the face. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Again, another fantastic needle to use with this 36 count linen. And there's going to be loads of this fabric left. So yeah, I'm really pleased about that. She's gorgeous. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's some text down here, like sample style text. You'll see it when I put the picture up, but I'm not going to bother doing that, I don't think. I'm not keen on that. I'm just going to stitch the actual woman, the librarian. Right, 2 down, bit more of a drink. Strange, I can't hear any songbirds. You think there'd be loads today? Sunny. Right, where are we up to? Right, Pretty Things bag. This is a finished object ages ago from one of those gorgeous cotton and twine boxes. And if you haven't seen February's box, March box, oh my god, you've got to go and look at it. I'm so tempted to subscribe this month. I absolutely love it. It's got Liberty fabrics in it and this really gorgeous floral home piece. Oh, I really want it. I think I might have to order it when I get home. This is making me want it. This, I love this. So this is a shrunk plastic brooch that I got from a Christmas market in Cornwall, and it's by this really lovely Instagram maker called, I think she's called Windswept Girly. And I got chatting to her at the stall and I said, would you consider making needle minders? And she said yes. And then when I messaged her when I got home, I think she said that she's going to make some at some point. So if she does, I'll let you know about that. She said she might need some testers too. So fingers crossed, she asked me. So in here, oh, I've got the Equality for All sale. So thank you to so many of you. There's several of you that have started this with me and Mia, so thank you so much, and a couple of you have already finished. So if you go on Instagram and look at the hashtag Equality for All SAL, S-A-L, SAL, yeah, S-A-L, then you'll see the lovely projects. I'm using my really lovely floss drops that I made. These are from the Hobbycraft decorative paper pack. I love these. And yeah, I just have to put stickers on the back with the numbers on, and then I'll peel them off and reuse them, put new stickers on. Gorgeous colours in this one. I have nicked a couple for another project out of here, so I need to remember to put them back. And I'm loving this so much. So I've got a hanging thread, so I'll just tuck that out of the way. I'm using a scrap of 32 count Zweigart Murano, I think it is, in the violet colourway. And this is where I'm up to. This is a pattern by UnaBuenaPieza, I think Anna she's called. And there's still time to get the discount code on this pattern. I can't remember what the code is. If you go back to the last video, if you're interested, then it will be on there. I think it's near the end. Yeah, it's at the end of that video, Flosstube 10. You can use the code, I think it's up till March the 4th. So there's still a few days left to get the discount code for 15% off that pattern. Most people are stitching Pastel Garden like me and Mia. But Wolfie Stitches on Instagram. Aww. Yeah, lovely Lindsay. Hi Lindsay. she messaged me and asked if it would be okay if she stitched fungi garden instead, because that resonated with her a bit more. And I said, of course, it's fine, stitch whatever pattern you like from UnaBuenaPieza. Just use the hashtag, that's fine. Equality for all. Because it's just about the message, really. It's not about the pattern in particular. It's just a pattern that Mia picked and I really liked. So yeah, come and join us. It's still going on. There's still lots of us still stitching, and it's a lovely stitch. Yeah, I love these vibrant colours. I love stitching this little animal. They're just really fun little motives. You know, you can just pick it up and do a motive, and it's quick. You know. So yeah, come and join us. The equality for all, Sal. Feel parched today. Aren't those clouds lovely in the background? I hope the light's okay. I'm just thinking where the sun is. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, next whip. You've seen this before, I think. This is the Coffee Keepers kit from Adriana, and I bought this from Hobby Jobby. I love it so much. And this is a full kit. Again, I got this onto my own floss drops because the floss drop that came with this pack was driving me nuts. So this is on some, I got this paper pack from the range, I think it's a Violet Studio one, but I really love these, and I'm really enjoying working on this now. I've sorted the flosses out. It's so much more manageable, and I'm not scared that my floss is going to fray, because it was on kind of like a cardboard card, but it had like slots in that the flosses were like threaded through, so when you pulled your floss out it was like kind of snagging on the cardboard slot. I just didn't like it. That's why I put it on drops. And I'll show you what I've got up to. I've made quite good progress on this actually. I've got a thread hanging at the back there. So I've finished the cup and I've done most of the back stitch. I think I've just got some back stitch left to do in the top of the cup here, and I've still got a bit left to finish on here. I'm finding these French knots a bit tricky, so I took a couple of them out and I need to redo them. And then I've got the steam to do coming up the top of this cup, and the symbols. So yeah, here I've got this bits to do and the French knots to finish, and then the back stitch at the top here, and then I'll be done. Sorry, this one. And then I think I'm going to move on to this cup, or actually I might go over this way, do this one. Yeah, I think I'll go back this way and then I'll work back that way. But yeah, I'm loving working on this. It's really fun. It's really lovely to stitch, and it's one of those patterns that's got that really subtle shading in it. And I've realised that's the sort of stitching that I really love. Barbara Anna does it a lot. These kits do it. I've also got another project that I've started, another stitch along, which I'll show you in a minute, and that's also got that subtle shading. And I've realised that's what I really like as a stitcher. So if you know any patterns that do that, I'd really love you to tell me about them. I don't mean like confetti, really confetti heavy subtle colour changes. What do I mean? Like small projects, a bit like Barbara Anna or the Adriana kit, where it's like a face or an animal, and it's quite small, but it's got like small little blocks of colour that are really subtle colour variations in the floss, but they're really effective when you look at it either from a distance or close up. Does that make sense? I hope I'm getting across what I mean. I think that's what I love as a stitcher, I've come to realise. I love it. I love looking at colour that way. Right. I think it's only about 6 degrees today, so that's probably why my tea's going cold quite quickly. It's really quiet now. I don't think there's any dog walkers at all. Right, so how many is that? Right, that's 3 whips. No, 4 whips. 1, 2, yep, 4 down. Right, next one. This is another stitch along. This is the Steady Thread. It's a Facebook stitch along, but you don't have to be on Facebook. She has got a website, and you can get the weekly updates by email, I think, if you're not on Facebook. I'm bare bones on Facebook. I've got such a bare bones profile. I literally use it for home education pages to find out what's going on, which I'm glad I did, because there's a new home education gymnastics group starting on a Friday, which I'm going to take the girls to. We used to go to a free play gymnastics, but they don't allow kids over 6 to go, because it's like in school times there's lots of young kids there, like toddlers upwards. I mean, they're probably expecting like kids to be in school, aren't they? So yeah, but they said the limit is 6 when I asked them if I could take Evie as well as Fern. So it's great, this new gymnastics group has started up on a Friday afternoon, and it's an hour, and it's the same price for an hour instead of half an hour, so that's great. And it's like a free flow play. You can use all the gym equipment, but if you want like specific instruction, then there is people there to help you. So it sounds fab, so we're going to try that. So yeah, tangent, sorry. So that's why I'm on Facebook, home education pages and stitching pages. That's it. I don't put anything on there. Like, I don't think you could even tell it's me, because my name is a bit different on there. My profile picture is just of my favourite cherry tree in Penzance, which I've shared on my Instagram page before, and I must go down there because I'm sure that cherry tree must be blossoming soon. Talking about trees blossoming, I've noticed my little oak tree that we grew from acorn in the garden has started budding. My succulent has been growing flowers, a huge succulent, and it's going to burst at some point with flowers. I can't wait to show it to you. I'm watching it every day. But the magnolia trees are budding and blooming. Has people seen it? Yeah, I love magnolias, so we are really getting into spring, guys. Yeah. So where was I up to? Yeah, Facebook. So yeah, I'm on there for the home education and the stitching groups. So yeah, Steady Thread, Blackwork Sal 2023, and I'm fully up to date with this now. So I'm stitching this on 18 count vintage Sans Ada, and the whole design will fit in this 12-inch hoop. It's not central at the moment because I haven't started stitching the border, so I'm going to have to move it around again. So I haven't got the tension really tight on this at the moment. But yeah, look how fab this is looking. This has really challenged my skill. Really challenged my skill. Do you know what? I'm so grateful for doing that Durene Jones Happy Snail, and also for doing... Well, that was a bit of an awkward moment. I thought that it stopped recording, and it had. But I've just watched the video back, and luckily I've only lost a few minutes and not like half an hour. I'm so relieved. So, I was talking about how grateful I was for doing the back stitching on that Durene Jones Happy Snail piece and on the Coffee Keepers, because I've realised that I really love back stitching, and it's given me the skill and the ability to be able to do this blackwork sal. So yeah, that's really great. Yeah. Right, next I was talking about, I'm glad I didn't lose too much because that would have been really horrible. I don't know if I probably would have given up and come back another day, so that's great. I don't even know what happened. I've been nowhere near the camera. Maybe it had a maximum capacity or something. I don't know. But yeah, right, next whip. I saw this on Ashley, A Little Patience XS. Sorry, a dog walker just came close. Right, he's gone. I saw this on Ashley, A Little Patience XS. If you're not watching her Flosstube, I really recommend that you do. She's an American lady. She has such gorgeous projects. She's a very small channel, but I really love her Flosstube. She's a mum of 3. And yeah, she started 31 whips in January, like 1 whip for every day. I was amazed by that. But yeah, she started showing her designs, and I saw on Instagram that she's going to be launching her Etsy shop with her own designs on the 1st of March, and I can't wait for that. I'm really excited to see it. So yeah, I saw this on her channel, I think. Yeah, I did, because she's stitching a row of 9 to make into a project bag, and I thought that was a great idea. And this is Laurie Holt's Granny Square cross stitch along. You can get this free. I just typed it into Google and it came up, but if you need a link, then I'll try and put it in the down bar. I don't think I've got. I'll try and put a picture in as well, so you can see what I mean. For this, I'm using leftover kit flosses. So I've got here the Cotton and Twine May 2022 thread card. I've also got my leftover 4 Seasons flosses, and I'm stitching this on 16 count Ada, and I've only got one done so far. Here we go. And it's quite vibrant. These are colours that I would not normally go for, but I wanted to use up floss, and I think this is the perfect project for using up old flosses. So yeah, really enjoying this. And I also want to make it into a project bag. I'm going to measure my Acorn Fairy project panel that I made into a bag, and you saw that in various Flosstubes. It's the Stitchy Princess Black Acorn Fairy that I've made into a project bag. So I want to measure that cross stitch panel, and then I'm going to measure how big this is. I reckon it's about an inch by an inch, and then work out how many I need to stitch to make a panel on the cross stitch bag. So that's my plan for that one. I haven't actually got a project bag for that at the moment. I've run out of project bags because I've either got things kitted up, or I think I'm up to like 12 whips again. I got down to 4 by the new year, and I'm back up to 12, if not 13. I think it's 12. Okay, last whip, which is in my hobbycraft bag, which I talked about in the last Flosstube, which I talked about in my last Flosstube that I dyed with Dialogue. And this is another stitch along, which I've started. Sorry, it's blowing again. Which I started with the Bloomin' Lovely Gals, which is Kim Stitchy Squirrel, Sarah, who I mentioned earlier, and another lady called Jenny. So I'll make sure I put all their Instagram handles down below. This all started because of Sarah. She enabled all of us. I'll just get the picture. She put it up that she was going to start it on Instagram, and all of us said that we liked it and wanted to start it with her. Where's the cover? Because I don't want to show you the pattern, because it's from Cross Stitcher Summer 2015. I managed to find this on eBay. And this is it. Isn't it gorgeous? So the original's a bit strange. Me and Sarah talked about this on Instagram. The original is stitched on, let me just check I've got this right. The original is stitched on 19 count even weave. I've never even heard a 19 count. And they use 4 strands of DMC. It's really bizarre. None of us are doing that. Most of us are stitching it on 32 count. I'm stitching it on 28 because that's the blue fabric that I had in my stash. And I'm stitching this on Sparkly's 28 count, and I think it's called Before the Storm. It's either Before the Storm or After the Storm. I think it's Before, I'm pretty sure, because I bought this fabric for not Forest Queen, I bought this fabric for Barbara Anna's, not the latest stitch along because I'm not doing that, the one before, the Alice in Wonderland themed one. What's that one called? Bonkers. I bought it for Bonkers, but I couldn't get it to work. It just didn't look right with the flosses, so it was in my stash and I wanted to use it. And this is where I've got up to. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, I love it. I'm using all the called for DMC except one of the blues, because stupidly when I put in my order from Lakeside, instead of putting supposed to be 552, I'd put in something completely different from that, a completely different number. I'd just read it wrong and typed it in wrong. So sorry, the camera stopped again. So yeah, I typed in the wrong number and got the wrong, instead of it being blue, it came and it was like green. So I've substituted that colour for another purple in my stash, but the rest are the same as the pattern, and I'm using my own floss drops again. This is a pack from the range. I think the decorative pack was like $1.99 for this one, and I love the metallics. And this is the tube with the needling that I was talking about. So yeah. We're using the hashtag #BloomingLovelySouth for that one. So there's 4 of us. But if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. If you need help with the pattern, then just let me know. Okay, I think we're nearing the end. Let's put that pattern back. I just wanted to show you a few bits of haul, announce the giveaway winner and the plan, and then I'll let you go. Sorry, the wind's pushing the camera again. Here are my fabrics. Sarah sold me. Various counts, I think. I need to find out what counts they are. I also got my Fabric of the Month Club, which I've joined from Fabrics by Crafty Kate. Oh, and it's so gorgeous. It's like a really subtle sort of pink neutral. Yeah, I got the even weave, 32 count. Yeah, and when I looked at the website, it said there was no spaces, but I asked to be added to the waiting list, and then she emailed me pretty quickly and said that she could slot me in. So if you want to be part of that fabric club, then maybe give that a try. I also treated myself to the other kit, Adriana. This is the Coffee Admirers. I don't think I've showed this before. I think this has came since the last Flosstube. It took quite a few weeks to come to me. I think they'd sold out and it had to come from a supplier in Europe. We're back. Right, we're back home. Bit of a disaster, but basically, oh, the camera's over there this side. Basically my camera died, it ran out of battery, so we're back at home in the warm, which is great, and we've got no wind now. I just listened back to the previous videos and you can hear the wind, but I'm hoping that it's going to be clear enough for you to hear me. I mean, I can hear it at home. If you're struggling, maybe put some headphones in. But I've just got the last few bits to show you. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. This, wasn't I? The Adriana kit. There we go. So yeah, this is Coffee Admirers. So they were out of stock. They ordered it from Europe, I think, and it did come, but it took quite a few weeks. I need to remember to look over there. So yeah, I have actually since bought the 3rd one in the set, which is called Tea Admirers. So it's a really gorgeous like little teapot with cups and things. So then I'll have the complete set. But they've actually messaged me, and I noticed that after I bought it, it went out of stock. I got it really cheap again because they had a Valentine's Day sale at Hobby Jobby. I think I got it for like £12 including postage for the kit. So I've got all of these quite cheap in the sales and things, and with 20% off codes. Hobby Jobby are quite affordable, I find. And they sent me a message the other day to say, sorry, we're having some supply issues at the moment, but we will include a free gift when it comes and offer you a 20% off discount code for next time you shop or something. So it will be here when it's here. There's no rush. I just want to display them all together when they are eventually here and they're all stitched, because I just think they're gorgeous. What else have I got to show you? Oh, okay, I'll show you my stitchy plan. This is something that I was going to cast on for my birthday, but still haven't got around to it. I've started putting the flosses on floss drops. This was a really affordable pad from the range. I think it was called Ditzy Flowers. It's really cute. I've started putting the flosses on there, but I haven't quite finished it yet. There's quite a few colours in this one. See, I've still got these ones to do. This is a pattern that I've wanted for ages, and my husband and my girls bought it for me for my birthday. I'm going to stitch it on this Zweigart 32 count antique white, which was an odd size piece that I bought from Lakeside Needlecraft. They've got a really handy odd sized fabric bit on their clearance section of their website, so if you ever want to just top up your order to meet the free delivery at £25, then it's always a good idea to go over there and just pick up a bit of fabric if you need it. And I will put in a colour picture as well here, but this is what it is. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's called Purple and Pink Callistephus, I think you call it, and I love this so much. So I need to carry on putting the flosses on the floss drops and get the ones out of my stash. I think there's 34 colours in this piece, and I'm going to start stitching that soon. Hopefully next time I record I'll have started it. Okay, another bit of haul I got. I found this amazing. If you've been here for a while, you know how much I love seahorses. And I found this in the charity shop the other day. It's a monkey buttons pattern, and it's called Seahorses. I just thought this was absolutely stunning and had to buy it. And it's a pattern, the original shown on the cover was English paper pieced. So this pattern is either using applique, or you can actually do English paper piecing for that. Oh, and I just love it so much. Let me see if I can take it out of the bag so I can have a better look at it without the glare of the plastic bag. Sorry, it's a bit loud, that sellotape, isn't it? Oh, it's nice to be back recording in front of the Barbara Anna wall. I've got so many pieces that I need to add to this wall, but I've just got not much time for finishing at the moment. So yeah, here it is. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I love seahorses so much. So yeah, they're wall hangings. So I think I will, this is years down the line that I'll probably make this when my girls are older, but I would quite like to English paper piece that. And it was £2, I couldn't leave it there. Oh. I got some really gorgeous Stitchy Kindness this month. I got this lovely card, and this is from my friend Kim. She's become a really dear friend. We chat most days. She stitches squirrels on Instagram, and I'm doing the Blooming Lovely sale with her. And she was so kind to me and sent me these Lily and Tom flosses. Oh, they're so lovely. And I just can't bring myself to use them yet. They're just so lovely and precious. They're so soft. She has a subscription, so she said that she was willing to send me some of her duplicates as a gift. So thank you so much, Kim. So kind of you and generous. And I can't wait to use them. I am actually thinking of using them for Yasmin's latest pattern, Yasmin Made With Love. If you haven't seen her latest pattern, you've got to go and check it out. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's called Never Forget How... I can't remember the last bit. My brain's gone completely dead. But she calls it the Never Forget piece. Go and have a look on her Instagram page or in her Etsy shop. It's gorgeous. So I might use that fabric from Crafty Kate and look at those flosses and see if I can make it work alongside some DMC. And the last thing I've got to share with you is the giveaway winner. So this is for the Garden Cat pattern. Thank you to everyone who entered. So I did do the random name generator this morning, and I'm pleased to say the winner is Libby Gracie. Congratulations, Libby. If you'd like to send me a message on Instagram or send me an email, I'll make sure my email address is in the down bar and I'll get that posted out to you. So yeah, that's everything. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and thank you so much for being here and spending time with me. I'm really appreciative of you all, and yeah, I hope you're looking forward to the days getting warmer and the sun being out more and being out in nature more. I hope that you make that time for yourself. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, I hope that you're looking forward to cooler days and autumn. I mean, there's always something nice to look forward to, isn't there, wherever you live. Take care of yourselves. Bye.